Hello everyone, I am Dr. Eric Morrison. This is 7 Under 3, and I'll be covering trading education using the TC2000 and TradingView platforms. Hello, this is the stock indice review for the 10th of November. And I want to go ahead and start off with the dollar because that has been significant in terms of last weekend this week. We went beyond the Z3 and the point figure support levels here and bounced back up and just continued to retrace to the upside. However, if the dollar is headed up, the market should be going down. So what we're witnessing here is a potential crack up boom where the dollar loses value and the stock market goes up significantly. This happened before the Depression, so we need to keep an eye on this in terms of further price action to the upside. Current economic indicators indicate there should be some weakness in the economy, but there isn't. Moody's just downgraded the U.S. debt from stable to negative, and we're starting to see yields go down. So we'll see what happens in terms of the overall price action for next week, but that overall Moody's rating from stable to negative should have an impact on the markets. We will see. Natural gas continues to go to the downside along with oil. It's also pressured to the downside. This signifies an overall recession. As oil prices continue to go down, recessionary prices should also follow it, but it's not making any sense in terms of overall prices going up and oil going down. So something else has got to get rebalanced before our markets continue to adjust for inflationary pressures. 20-year bond market continues to go up. Started on the 1st of November and started to continue to go up. Price of treasuries at the 2-year also went up and now it's starting to retrace. 5-year, same thing. 10-year as well. Looking at the Russell, initial surge to the upside. We are crowded out to the short side. However, if you look at the commitment traders average commercials, the line is now below the average, which should signify more price action to the downside. So even as it is crowded out short, this signifies some potential commercial hedging against prices going down. Gold also is now back to its crowded long position, as well as the average is above the commercial line, showing the potential for a crowded short position happening. And as it continues to the downside all the way to the 200. Next overall support zones are at 1900 and 1911. So we'll see if it bounces off this 200 in terms of this liquidity zone back up the RL275 and these two resistance zones here in the point figure. It's currently in a consolidation zone. We'll see what happens. S&P 500 has also moved up significantly. As far as the commitment traders go, it's sort of mixed. NASDAQ has also crowded out to the long side on the futures and crowded out short on the NASDAQ US dollar. But as we can see here, all three of them are below the over average all commercials, signifying more price action to the downside, but we'll see what happens. Dow, we got a nice move to the upside. As you can see now, it's at the RL270 with potential resistance zone at the RLZ3 excursion, Z3, and also the point figure here. So we might see some more price action to the upside, especially when it's crowded out significantly to the short side, along with the average commercials below the commercial line, which is to the upside. This week was a significant drawdown week since we had a lot of consolidation, and I think it's with respect to the dollar hitting that Z3 and then retracing back. So a lot of consolidation this week. Starting off with silver, we had a loss of $350. Next, Bitcoin long, loss of $350. Bank U, loss of $410. Bullseye, gain of $2,460. It's a nice overall gain here. Copper, overall loss of $220. Defense, loss of $160. DPST, this is a significant loss on Monday, all related to the dollar, at $3,160. DRIP, nice gain of $1,460. DRN, loss of $640. DUG, gain of $655. Dust, $1,010 gain. ERY, Wonderful Energies, crowded out to the long side of $1,540. EURL, loss of $564. FAST, overall loss of $2,330. FNGU, Nice overall gains here, especially with these two doji sandwiches. Gave back here on Thursday. Gain of $1,010. GDXD gain of $580. GXU loss on Monday on $885. Short and gold, nice gains to the upside of $623. Hibble consolidation killed this overall trades, especially a loss on Monday at $910. JDST overall gain of $529. JNUG loss of $630. Cold, wonderful gains to the upside with these incredible surges, especially aftermarket during the gaps. $1,251. I don't trade the gaps, but these are some nice overall gains to the upside. Huge surge of natural gas prices to the downside. LabD, overall gain of $40 on Friday. LabU, overall loss of $545. Nail, loss of $1,610. A lot of sporadic consolidation. Nugget, loss of $520. Retail, loss of $430. SCO, wonderful gains of $1,180. SOXL, overall loss is $840. SPXL, nice gains all the way up until this day. Basically, this was a pre-market reversal which went down significantly. I also logged the overall loss in total, staying true to the process. Had an overall loss of $1,970. SFIXI, overall loss with this significant loss on Thursday of $760. TECL, wonderful gains to the upside even with this loss. Was gains of $1,640. TMF, overall loss of $25. TNA, overall loss, especially with these 2 days, of $1,781. TQQQ, overall gains of $880. TYD, especially with these pre-market reversals, we got nice gains of $120. UBOT, overall losses on Monday and Wednesday, $505. UBT, same lines as TYD, but overall gains of $200. UDOL, overall gain of $50. UPRO, just like SPXL, overall loss of $1,040. URTY, same thing. Big losses on these 2 days, $2,054. Want, overall loss of $540. WebL, overall loss of $350. ZSL, coming up as the last one with some nice gains here on Thursday and Friday, $440. Looking at overall oil, though, we did see a significant drop overall. Looking at the international markets, looking at China, we saw an overall surge to the upside, and now it's a gradual decline now of China to the downside. Looking at Japan, overall gains. Nice overall summer with a potential J-hook here. Looking at the UK, pretty much resembled this week in terms of overall consolidation. Magnificent 7 continues to shoot up. Looking at the yields, as we can see, they're starting to shoot up again. 2-year, 5-year, 10-year also shooting up now at 4.7. 20-year also at 5 again, and 30-year also shooting up. Looking at Bitcoin, enormous gains overall. Waiting for the announcement of that BlackRock ETF, and now giving a little bit back this week. Looking at the VIX, though, we do see some major downtrend. It's now going to be hitting the RL270 and major resistance. We could have a significant pop in the VIX if the markets continue to be volatile next week. So be careful trading the VIX short. Well, folks, that's all I have for the stock indice review. Looking at the overall week, we had a drawdown on Monday and Thursday, which was very significant. Gains were on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Overall loss of $7,910 for the week. With respect to consolidation and trading in direction, we'll see if there's any market movement for next week, either to the downside or upside. If you're interested in these kind of strategies going forward, or programming in both PineScript or Python, and auto trading, click on the links below. And remember, ruthless risk management. Have a great weekend, everybody. Happy Veterans Day, and I'll see you on Monday. Well, if you like this video, hit the like Rumble button below and the subscribe button. And if you want more information, click the course information links below. On the TradingView link and on TC2000, I have an affiliate link. If you open up a TC2000 account, you will receive a $25 discount using that link. Thank you for your time.